This new database looks pretty interesting and exciting to me. Quite elaborate, fancy, and intricate generally. It doesn't claim to replace our favorite Postgres because generally it's an OLAP database, not an OLTP, not an LTP one like Postgres. So what's the main purpose of this database? Like, it's not really suitable for our typical like CRUD, transaction, database applications, and so on. It has a different purpose. Think about it like OLAP solutions like DuckDB, ClickHouse, for example, and so on. They're quite popular, and this new database aims to replace or at least to carve out its own niche on the market. It's been released very recently, actually, in the beginning of the February, if I remember it right, and this database has definitely attracted my attention. Because in my experience, if you have an OLAP database, usually it's ClickHouse. Sometimes, sure, maybe something else like DuckDB. There are several solutions. And yes, their purpose is to solve such issues, such tasks which Postgres isn't really suitable, because Postgres is OLTP database and that one is OLAP. They're just different, yes. So the creators aim to achieve much better performance compared to ClickHouse, for example. Their solution, according to them, according to their benchmarks, may be much faster in some situations, and so on. So it's definitely not a Postgres killer. It may be in theory a ClickHouse, a DuckDB database killer, and so on. But anyway, to claim such things, I need to delve into this topic deeper. If you're interested in this topic, we may have more such videos in the future. But at least there is one pitfall here. The model here is freemium. So like you have a basic free version, you can use it, but when you exceed some limits, for example, when you have more than 64 gigabytes of memory on your storage, you must pay. How much, it's unclear by now, but just for you to understand, I've never investigated this topic about ClickHouse and DuckDB, for example, if you need to pay for them. But at least for this solution, if you exceed some limits, you have to pay. So, to summarize, it's not our Postgres killer, not at all, but it may carve out its own niche between such well-known databases nowadays as like ClickHouse, DuckDB, and so on, because they're quite established and popular now. They solve some tasks better, which Postgres can solve very effectively, for example. And yes, analytics like big data probably, and so on. So yes, let's see what's gonna be with it in the future, but I'm looking forward to seeing new info about this database, to test it, to try, and so on. Bye.